We gotta try it.
Try what?
Calling the empty man.
Welcome back, Movie Misfits, and today we're going to be doing a review on The Empty Man, which was released in October of 2020. And I won't go into any spoilers about the film, I'll just kind of give you an idea of what the movie's about and what my thoughts were. To be honest, I never even heard about this movie. I did not realize it even existed until I started seeing it in my feeds the last month. So I knew nothing about this movie, I just was taking guesses of what this movie was about. So I basically figured that, hey, maybe the Empty Man is some sort of supernatural being, kind of like a Candyman, but I was expecting like the cheap version of that. So I was expecting something more like the Bye Bye Man instead of the Candyman. So I had almost no expectations of this movie at all. The film opens up with these two couples. It looks like they're hiking somewhere in Tibet, or maybe they're looking for Ra's al Ghul or something to become Batman or something. I'm not sure. So one of the characters falls into like this underground cave and is unresponsive. One of the main characters leaps in to go help him out and finds the character basically sitting catatonic in front of a giant skeleton looking thing. And you're probably wondering, this is not Crom from the Conan the Barbarian movie, or it's definitely not even something out of the Goonies where you have to play the bones to get out of here. So they basically get the one catatonic guy out of the cave, and basically he's acting kind of annoying from this moment on. And while the two couples are taking refuge in like some abandoned cabin, they're in the middle of a big snowstorm. And what can possibly go wrong? And as the movie suggests, day one, you hear the empty man. Day two, you see the empty man. And day three, you basically can figure out that you die. And this is going on in the first 15 minutes of the movie. And then that's when we first start seeing the credits of the movie. So it's almost kind of like you're watching a short film, but actually the movie's just beginning. So as the movie continues on in present time with new characters, we soon discover that all these teenagers are going missing or acting weird, and they basically turn up dead. And they all bring up the Empty Man. One of the adult characters in the film used to be an ex-detective, so now he wants to take matters in his own hands and become the greatest detective ever. Not Batman, but one of the greatest detectives. He wants to solve this crime of all the disappearing kids and all the dying kids that are all turning up. So like I said, I won't go into any spoilers of the movie. So picture like a Candyman type of entity that you summons and then he basically kills you. And then bring in the movie Midsommar into the mix, because it kind of goes there. And this movie is not an hour movie. It's actually a 2-hour and 10-minute movie. So this film actually surprised me very much because I was expecting a lame wannabe Candyman movie. But instead I got kind of like a supernatural Candyman type of movie, and Midsommar put together. So I was pleasantly surprised by this. I thought that was a new direction that we're going into. I feel like the movie The Empty Man, I feel like it's one of those movies where you either really like and obsessed about, because you could look for all the hidden meanings and all the symbolism to other religious things or cults or whatnot. I feel like that you could tie all that in together, and I feel like people could go off the deep end with that and start like super analyzing the movie basically. Or I feel like other people might be like, it's okay. So I was actually pleasantly surprised with this one. So like I said, I could see how people could be like, this movie's great, this movie's gonna be a phenomena, or some people are gonna be like, it's all right, it's not bad. But I feel like if you see it a second time, you might actually enjoy it more. And what did you think of it, Lola? I'm gonna give The Empty Man a C+. And like I said, I might change my mind later on and give it a B-. I don't know. Thanks again for stopping by, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and I'll see you at the movies.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.